Hello everyone, my name is MJ Vilches, and yes, welcome to part 6, I think, of the creation process of our entry for this month's TUP art challenge. We are working on an animation with Gregor and Aries, very spoiler-rich artwork. Probably not that spoilery. If you haven't read the book, you may not understand the context of everything. I don't know. But yeah, this is part 6, and we are going to be animating the wings for Aries. Because for now, what we have is just this. Let me just play this real quick for you. Probably going to be changing the colors, but this is what we have so far. So yeah, nice and smooth animation, I think. And I'm not really sure about it, but I think we haven't achieved the anime style here. So I might change the title of the video. Yeah, I really cannot do anime style for some reason. My style is just, like this, I guess. But anyways, yeah, I'm probably gonna be changing the title of the video. But yeah, if you are creating like an anime, if you have like an anime style art, you can probably use the methods that I used here in this series and actually animate your own animations using these methods. But yeah, right now we are going to be focusing on animating the wings, and I'm going to start with this wing. The other wing, I'm going to turn on the rough sketch for now, and I'm going to set the rough grease pencil object. I'm going to go to object properties. I'm going to set this to in front so that we always see it in front of everything. So yeah, Mbuddy, if you're watching, a very happy birthday to you, man. And you gotta lay off on that cake, man. Or actually, it's too late now because you already ate the whole thing. Anyways, I'm gonna animating first. I think wing L, this wing right here, because it's simpler, and I can just probably use like a 2D rig for it. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, so for this one, we have the wing line. I'm gonna try and make this wing arm. I'm gonna separate like the wing arm. If we go to front view, this is the wing arm right here, and I will have to create another layer below that and call this wing flap, I guess. I'm just gonna quickly, probably going to use just a quick line for the flaps here. Let's see what we can do here. So making sure that the keyframe is at 1, and I'm going to draw. Wait, I'm gonna just drink a bit of coffee for a while. Excuse me. And I'm gonna get my tablet here. So I have this like DIY standing table set up, and I move things around on the table a lot every time I change from standing up to sitting down. But yeah, let's quickly draw a flap. I'm actually not gonna use the tablet. I am just going to use the this arc tool here. So I'm just gonna go something like that and arc it this way, and this parts won't be visible anymore. Hey, Mbuddy, if you missed it, I actually greeted you a happy birthday on the beginning, and kind of just a while ago, and also told you about that cake thing. I'm not gonna be repeating it. You're gonna have to go back and watch the first part. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I won't repeat it. But what I will repeat, greeting you a happy birthday, man. So yeah, happy birthday. Greet Mbuddy a happy birthday if anyone else is watching. It's his birthday today. So I'm currently just positioning like the base of the wing flap, or you know, that part of the wings in on a bat where there's no bones, just muscle. I think it is muscle, right? So I'm just gonna go do that, and Mbuddy, you go do that. And then what else can we probably another one right here. So yeah, this part will not be visible, I think. So I think it's fine. This is just mostly for guide. And then like so, following like the wing there. So that's just a guide for the wing flap, or whatever it's called. And then I'm gonna go object mode and shift S cursor to selected. I'm just gonna put the cursor there. And unlike what we did with the base colors for, you know, the main layer, for this one we are gonna immediately give them color before animating them, because, you know, I think it will be easier to do it that way. So first I'm gonna color the wing flap. So as usual, we're gonna name it starting with a dash. Wing flap base color. I'm just saving every now and then. And take a quick sip of coffee, and then let's do some coloring for the flap here. So it shouldn't be that difficult. What I can do actually is I'm gonna turn off Gregor main layer here. I'm gonna go back to wing flap, and I'm gonna add another one right here, just so we can close it, and we can just use the fill tool to color the wing area. So we're just gonna go fill tool and turn off the main wing for now. And this, because this is a different grease pencil object, it shouldn't affect anything when we fill. So I'm just gonna go add a new layer, Aries wing flap. Correct me if there's a different term for that part of a bat's wing. Yeah, I'm just gonna grab a color that is actually kind of grayish, or flesh, gray and kind of flesh color. Probably something like that will do. And I'm just gonna go like that, and we have the color for the wing flap, and that should be good. Next, I'm gonna lock this to the wing flap. I'm gonna create a new layer for the color of the wing arm. For the wing arm base color. For the wing arm, we are going to start with this part right here, which will be slightly like, I'm just gonna go Aries arm 1, or maybe I'm gonna name this arm, actually just arm, because we can just grab another material and grab the Aries body base, because that's going to be the color of this part right here, the same as the body. So I'm just going to change the color of the arm to something kind of like the wing, but darker. I think. We'll see how this looks. Excuse me. And I'm gonna turn on the wing arm now. And I'm gonna start with this part right here. I'm probably gonna use a circle for this one. Make sure Aries arm, the material selected is Aries arm. You can do it right here as well. I'm gonna grab a circle. I'm just gonna go something like this. Tab into edit mode. I'm gonna lock the wing arm outline. I'm gonna go to median point. Just roughly follow the initial shape. Just drag some points here so that we have a fill for the arm. So now you don't you may notice that I'm not usually using the fill tool, because it's just way easier to do this like this instead of like using the fill tool. Plus you get to have more control of how many points you use. Yeah, there we go. Guess that looks nice. Let's check if there's spill there. It's just this one right here. And yeah, I guess that works. Next is for the base color of this part. So I'm also going to use a circle for this one. Let's just go back to draw mode, tab to draw mode, tab back to draw mode, and I'm gonna grab Aries body base, get the circle, roughly follow the shape here, and just use the points to align it on the outline of our. I can actually just show the wing flap here. And just do something like this. I'm still gonna be adding fur on this part, by the way. This is just like the base parts. Then I still need to like work on the fur part, which will probably be very painful. I'm probably gonna do one off recording, and since there's just many spots here that needs the fur part, I can like show you an example of how it will look and then show you how to do it for the next stream. So yeah, feel free to ask any questions that you may have in the chats or the comments below. I will try my best to answer them. So, just dragging some points here. So I'm currently not using the tablet, I'm using a mouse. It's easier to do it with a mouse than a tablet. Anyway, but yeah, here we go, our arm, and if we turn on the Gregor Aries main layer, that should blend in nicely. Yeah, there we go. I will have to add more here. Aries' ears will have a different color. But yeah, this is just like base colors and stuff. I'm gonna deal with other stuff later. So there's parts on the, and yeah, well, it looks like, yeah, it's not aligned. All of them are not aligned, and the best way to fix that is by unlocking all of this, selecting everything, because as you can see, they're not like properly aligned in one layer. I'm gonna just go SY0 to bring them back together. Shift S. I'm gonna go set the 3D cursor as the pivot point and really put them as Y0 right there in the middle, and then I'm gonna go tab back to object mode and move them. I'm gonna turn off auto keying and just move this whole wing area like in front of the main layer. There we go. I think that looks nice. Hey, welcome production nerd. Welcome to the stream. I'm currently animating. Not so anime style animation. I'm gonna change the title once I'm done with this video. I'm gonna change the title of the series because this doesn't look like anime, and I don't really want to clickbait too much. So yeah, we have colored the wings now. The next thing I'll need to do is rig it. So the best thing about drawing in 2D in Blender is that you can rig it. Kind of rig it like how you'd rig. I don't know. I haven't been animating in 2D for a while, but yeah, I think you can do it on other software as well. But I just like that, you know, you can do it the way you do it in a 3D mesh, I guess. But let's try that first, because I'm kind of not sure if that will work. So I'm just gonna go Shift A. Make sure that the cursor is at the center of the. I purposely put the origin of the object, like this orange dot. That's the pivot point of the object, so that, you know, we can like do this kind of motion, we can rotate and stuff. I can actually change that by editing it this way, and then putting it back in object mode so that it's really at the center there. But I kind of don't like. Wait. We set the 3D cursor as the pivot point. It's not supposed to be. We're supposed to be rotating on the orange spot right there. But I can also Shift S cursor to selected so that the cursor is also at the orange spot. But yeah, if I move this, you can kind of see what I'm trying to achieve here for the wings. The wings is right there. And we are going to set up a rig to properly animate this wing. So I'm going to go. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure that I'm in collection. I'm gonna go and move the rough sketch to. I'm gonna go object mode. Move. Okay, what's happening here? Remove from local view. What? Did something change? I am in object mode. Okay, what did I just do? Oh well, I'm just gonna do it here. I'm gonna go Aries. I'm gonna go name this collection final. New collection. Name this sketch. And put this one on sketch. Put the camera above everything, like the camera collection. Reference can go down. The sketch. You can make sure that the sketch collection is not included in the render. So now let's add an armature. So I'm gonna Shift A. I'm gonna go armature. I'm gonna add a single bone, and I'm going to set this, the display of this, the viewport display of this, to in front so that we can always see it. And I'm gonna go tab to edit mode. Tab, this is object mode, and tab to edit mode, or you can change it here. I'm just gonna go like that and like that. Only 2 bones for the wings, I think. And then we'll see. I'm gonna select this grease pencil object and then this bone, and I'm gonna control P to parent it, and I'm probably gonna go with empty groups. But first, I'm gonna go back to the bone, tab to edit mode. And I'm gonna rename this bone. I'm gonna go Aries Wing L1 and F2 actually. Control V, just name that 2. And then I'm gonna name the whole armature. I'm gonna tap to object mode and name the armature Aries Arm L. And this needs to be in the final collection. And I'm gonna select the wing L again and the armature, and I'm gonna Control P with empty groups because I want to manually weight paint this if I can. So let's do that. I'm gonna select the bone first, and then the grease pencil object. I'm gonna control tab to weight paint mode. I'm gonna go to the vertex group here. Should be here. Should be here in the in the stroke, in the object data properties of the stroke and vertex groups, and there are the bones. So I'm gonna first parent or weight paint the part here for the wing L1. So let's do that. We make sure that this is add. This should be add. Let's go to tools. Yeah, let's draw weight. I'm gonna try and just do this, and hopefully the results of this will be good. I'm gonna control Z that because I don't want the wing flaps to have any kind of weight paintings, only the arm. So I lock the wing flap so that it won't be included. Fall off. I can always just never mind. I'm gonna go just paint this part right here. Let's do that, and then I'm gonna go back here, select the wing 2, and then do this, and hopefully this will work, because I haven't exactly tested this yet. Make sure everything right here is red, indicating that it's parented to the bone. I'm gonna go to object mode, control tab here, and let's test it out. As you can see, it works. Just that part on the wing right there doesn't look great though. Probably need to reduce the weight paint of this a bit. Weight paint. I'm gonna subtract it if I can. Weights. Let's see if there's a way to subtract this. There are no other options here. This is like the kind of like, and there's only one paint. No. Oh no, what did I just, oh well. What did I just do? Oh, turn off the texture. Okay, I'm going to need to subtract maybe negative. Probably need to remove, tab to edit mode, remove, yes, and just paint it again, I guess. Set this to back to 25. I guess they're still working on things for the Is it C? To remove it? No. So yeah, sorry about this. I'm not that experienced with the weight painting in grease pencil yet, but yeah, you can do something like this in Blender. Let's just see. I'm just gonna try and get good enough looking. Actually, I want to try something, but probably the socket for the arm shouldn't be here anyway. I'm going to have to look at some bat references for that. Batwing. So yeah, I think I probably didn't even draw the wing the way it should be drawn, or the way, my drawing is not anatomically correct. But I'm gonna keep going anyway. I'm just gonna go and tab to post mode, Alt R that. I'm gonna go to the vertex group here. I'm gonna remove the wings again because I wanna edit the bone so that the pivot point is right here. Now I can go weight paint mode again and select wing 1, weight paint this part. I really hope you can do like a yeah, you can blur it like how you'd be able to do it. Yeah, there's probably still a lot of bugs for this. It's not that used. It's not a feature that's used that much. Wait, did I just? No. Okay, we're good. So I'm just gonna go weight paint this part. Hopefully this time this will work. Although I'm not that sure. I really want to blur this part out. It's, as you can see, it's like doing that for some reason. The red part. Looks like there really are still bugs for this one. Set this back to 1 again. Just parent that. Object mode. Control tab to post mode on this, and that's just ugly. It's probably easier to just, you know, not use rig. I'm probably gonna use this rig right here, but not this one. Because, yeah, I think it's kind of broken for now. Oh well. Just gonna go tab into edit mode. Gonna delete this bone. And then just assign and delete this vertex group. Tab to edit mode. I'm just gonna assign this. And that's probably going to be fine. This way I can animate it, you know, I can like do like a floaty animation of it. The wing going like this and like that as Ares is flying. So I gotta go to the part where, yeah, this part where he flaps the wings. So I'm gonna add a keyframe here, rotation, because the rotation keyframe is the only thing we need. We're gonna go to dope sheet here, so we see I probably need to change this to a keyframe and add that again. Rotation, rotation. I'm just gonna go animate it like this. I'm gonna turn on automatic weights so that the wing is like, you know, it's gliding. And I'm just gonna follow like follow the reference here, and just do the follow through on 2D. Probably not like that. Probably back to settling to like a rest position. And I'm gonna use like an interpolation here. I'm gonna press T and use a back, so that, you know, it goes up and then goes back to the, and then it would glide again. But I'm gonna remove the back interpolation and we're gonna go back to the Bezier one. We're probably not that smart to use back here. I can just like animate that manually. Let's see. So it goes up a bit and then settles. It's much smoother. And then gliding, just some gliding animations here. And then glide again. And then do the flap again. So up here, then down. Then up again. Then down again. As the wings flaps. So I'm just following like the reference here. And the wing backs to settling. And then goes up a bit, and I'm gonna get this first frame so that it loops, so that it goes back to the original point. So last frame, and then just one frame after the last frame, and then put the last post there. Now let's check how it looks. Okay, now let's do the follow-through animation. So the animation start, the flap should start right here. And what we're gonna do for this is we're just going to is overlay shown. I need to go to object mode, select the wing flap, start here actually. And then, hopefully, then I'm gonna add keyframe for everything. So add keyframe like that, and go back to the grease pencil. Let me just, no, that's a bad idea. Gonna have to select this tab to edit mode. Okay. So I will need to animate the wing flap for this one, just so it deforms properly. I mean, it deforms with the wing. So I'm just gonna grab all of this part right here and just do this. Or probably just this part. Do that. That shouldn't be visible in the camera, that part, yeah. And I'm just gonna go sequence this. Sequence just a wing flap. There we go. Oops, looks like I used a different interpolation for this one. Let's fix that. Remove breakdowns. I'm gonna go set this to custom. Hey, welcome, coach or place. Okay, I guess that's fine. And then it starts flapping. So I guess I'm going to first make this wing the one that I'll need to animate before the wing flap. So it's gonna be a bit challenging because let's go dope sheet. I need to see so that right there. Gonna go grease pencil. Gonna put the 3D cursor right here. Just gonna grab what's happening here. I am in edit mode, aren't I? Then why can't I select using C for some reason? Could select with B but not with C. That's weird. Did I press something? Or are we we are in edit mode. I can select, but I can't select with C. Weird. I mean, it's just, whoa, what is this? Something's really weird is happening here. Something really weird is happening here. Looks like Blender is bugged out on me. Oh well. I'm just gonna restart. Let's see if that fixes the problem. It's probably because of the weight painting thing. Probably did something to the grease pencil object. We'll see. We'll see. There may be some error there. I'm gonna go open Blender again. Open a bond. And let's see if that fixed the problem. It didn't. I wonder why. I can probably do it in... Whoa, whoa, oh no. Yeah, things are becoming heavy, I think. I can probably do it in camera view, but not in front view. So I'm going to have to go to object mode, camera. I'm gonna lessen the opacity of the passive part out so I can select this part. Yeah, it still doesn't work for some reason. Oh, I think I know why. I think I know what the problem is. Blender still thinks that the wing is right here, so I can select it right there. But since I move it with the bone, Blender still thinks the wing is right here. No, it didn't move there. So that's why if I do, yeah, if I select here, I can select this part because this part was originally here. I can just turn off Armature. See? It's originally here. Yeah, that wallpaper is actually an artwork from the previous month for TUP Art Challenge. But anyways, yeah, let's keep going with this. And turn on Armature now. I'm just gonna rotate this. I'm gonna go bring this down. Rotate this one. Sort of like this, probably not like that. Deselect some parts here. So this is probably something that Blender still needs to fix. For the armature, I guess. Let's see. Because for some reason it's not registering. In edit mode, do I have to turn on? Ah well. I'm just not gonna display it in edit mode so that I can edit it properly. But yeah, this is something that Blender still needs to fix, I guess. The Blender devs needs to fix. So I'm just gonna go do something like this for here. Or probably just put that in the middle, and then I'm gonna sequence this. Not include the wing flap, please. Thank you. I'm gonna sequence this. Whoa. Oh, I'm selecting a different layer. Sequence this part. Add a keyframe for this one. Then just grab the rest. This part, this should be rotating upwards like that as it goes down, you know, kind of like a follow through action. I'm gonna sequence this and sequence this one. As you can see, okay, that looks nice. And goes up here. For the up, I'm just gonna grab this one again. Back to its original state. And back to its original state again here. And then original state. And original state back here. So I just need to get, when it goes up here, it rotates like that again and goes down a bit. Then when it goes down here, this one goes up like that. And then I can just sequence this. So make sure I select everything. What's happening here? Sequence, 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 and sequence, and sequence. So select everything, then sequence so that it works. Oh no, what happened there? Yeah. What is that? Probably because I didn't select it. Remove and then sequence. And I didn't do the same thing here. Remove breakdown, select everything, and then sequence so that it's fixed, doesn't disappear. Same here. Move breakdown, select everything, sequence. Now if we go tab to object mode, looks like I still need to rotate here. So I'm gonna go remove breakdown for this, select everything, and just bring this down a bit. Select everything here, select there, sequence, and then this one, sequence. And this should okay. Looks like this part didn't bend that much, so let's fix that. I'm gonna remove the breakdowns first, and then bring this down a bit more. And that should work, hopefully. Sequence, and then sequence. So that looks nice. Now let's work on the flaps, and then we'll see how far we can go with this. So now let's animate the flaps so that it follows. Probably need to. Okay, I'm going to need to turn on the armature on the edit mode now. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Kosh Place. And just grab this part right here. And then it goes down. And I think it's fine to go something like that. And I'm gonna first do the keyframes. So this part is probably gonna be tricky. Let's see if it works. I'm not sure if it will work, but hopefully it does. So I'm just gonna grab all of this. Oh, this is so janky. I wouldn't want to do it this way, but you know, let's test it out. I can always delete the keyframe if this doesn't work. Yeah, this won't work. Let's delete the keyframe. I think what I can do when it goes like this is just probably move this part right here down there, bring this back up there, so it kind of becomes, it's not really the best way to handle it, I think. But maybe this will work, hopefully. Let's see. Let's just try and sequence that. Let's see how it looks. Gotta make sure that everything is selected. Why is this? Why is the base color not interpolated? Probably because I did not put the base color where it should be. Yep. I didn't. I placed it on top of the wing flap. Things are going well, I guess. We're gonna have to copy everything. Man, you make mistakes and stuff. It's not cool. Remove breakdowns there. I'm gonna have to do this again. Remove this keyframes right here, because I have to move the base color. Okay, I think I've selected the base color now. I'm gonna move this to base color. There we go. And keyframe there. I'm gonna have to do that thing again. Which shouldn't be too difficult. I don't know why that didn't show Monom Nom, but hey, welcome to the stream. You're just saying hello, but YouTube kind of flagged your chat for some reason. But yeah, hello Monom Nom, Monom Nom. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Welcome to the stream. I'm like animating into 2D animating in Blender right now. Just animating this wings part of our bat here. Aries. The bat that a lot of Underland Chronicles love, I guess. I'm just gonna go grab this and put this down here. Probably rotate it like this. Let's see if this works. Hopefully this works though. I'm gonna go sequence and sequence this again, and now the base color is separate. Okay, this one is gonna be tricky. I'm going to have to go frame by frame here to fix that. But this part is not exactly visible, so I guess it's fine. Okay, this one is gonna be tricky. Let's grab this, pull it down. Like that. Let's see how that looks in camera. Yeah, I guess it works. Let's see. Let me grab this keyframe right here, so we're back. We're back to this. Sequence that. And I'm gonna grab this keyframe right here where it goes up. Let's see if I sequence that. It doesn't look like there's a problem. So I'm gonna keep going. Grab this keyframe. There's duplicate keyframes at this point, so I'm just gonna go grab that, sequence, and it looks like, yeah, I guess I'm just gonna fix it just in case we are gonna overlap the camera when everything else moves. Just gonna fix this. It's just 4 frames anyway. and then copy this keyframe right here, Shift D, sequence this one, and I'm just gonna go do that, sequence, and then I'm gonna grab the first frame again because it like settles back to its original. That doesn't really settle back to the original yet. Let's go. Let's just grab this right here, I guess, and then sequence it. And I think there we go. Let's go to camera view. I'm gonna bring back the passe part out to 1 so that we don't see anything that's not supposed to be there. Just turn off sketch and let's see how this looks for the wing right here. And it works well. So yeah, I think that's all for now. I'm basically gonna be doing the same thing for the other wing here, but more complicated because there's more layers. And yeah, that's gonna be like a tedious task, but mostly just doing what I did for this wing. So yeah, hopefully I've shared some new knowledge for you guys when it comes to like 2D animation in Blender. You know, this series is just really sharing to you how I do it. This kind of process will probably will need to be improved, or there are some tweaks that you'll need to do for the workflow so that it's best, or that it works in like a production kind of way where you're working on like an animated show. Still stuff that you will need to, that one needs to like change just to make it, you know, it's possible to to animate with this kind of workflow. But yeah, so far this is what we have. It's not, everything's not really that animated yet. So yeah, as you can see, the wing flaps there are still not animated, but I'm gonna do that off recording. Yeah, that's all. That's just the animation, and it looks like it's not an anime style at this point, so I'm gonna be changing the title. But yeah, that's all. Hopefully I've shared some knowledge to you guys. Thanks to everyone who watched the video. Thank you to the peeps who've given me golden doodle fuels, to Magnolia Weathershield, Erick Madrigal, Munie, Tristan Wintle, GulliermoGage, Mbuddy. Thank you so much. Happy birthday again, Mbuddy. Enjoy the rest of the day of your birthday, which is almost going to end. I think it's 11:40 right now. But yeah, if you want to support me in my endeavor, go to ko-fi.com/doodlenotes productions, and also consider subscribing to the Doodle Boat and Doodle Notes Productions to see some awesome stuff. Creating films and animations using only free and open source software, with a very low budget, and you know, by myself. And yeah, I think I've shared enough for now. Thank you so much for watching. My name is where's the end card? My name is MJ Vilches, and yeah, I'm gonna try and finish the wing part today. Bye.